the city of Los Angeles and its millions of people living, loving, planning, fighting until nature's most violent upheaval forces them to battle and claw for life itself. Universal has given Earthquake its maximum effort, starting with a story and screenplay written by George Fox and Mario Puzo, author of The Godfather. Universal has enriched this fascinating drama of interwoven lives with a superb cast. Charlton Heston, Ava Gardner, George Kennedy, Lorne Greene, Genevieve BUJOLD, Richard Roundtree, Marjo Gortner, Barry Sullivan, plus Ella Grant.
You're probably asking yourself, how exactly did I find myself in this situation? Well, let me tell you. As a child, did you ever hear the old wives' tale of, if you drink enough Southern Comfort, you can travel through time? Well, that. And a lot of you guys probably know that I'm more of a 1950s kind of gal, but I'm kind of loving the 70s. It's post-Beatles, but pre-Madonna. Pre-Madonna, girl. And the 1970s was back before the degeneracy of the 21st century. And you know, I tried warning the people of 1974 that someday Donald Trump would become president, but do you know what? They've already got Richard Nixon. How much worse can it really get? Well, I mean, history has to repeat itself somehow. So it goes without saying that in the 70s I don't have my internet to keep me entertained, but that's not to say that I'm not having fun being Doctor Who'd somewhere. I've been spending my free time playing outside and not alone watching someone on a screen. But I was also just like, oh shit, I've still got to make a video this week. You know, honestly, I think my best option is to trudge up the mountains in the north part of Los Angeles County, bury a VHS tape once VHS is invented, and pray to God my friend stumbles over it eventually.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Oh my god.
You're probably wondering how I got here. Wait, no, that's actually a stupid question. You already know how I got here. Now let's start this video. And now we're here. If you're wondering why there isn't a 5'8" Ginger Trap Supreme in front of you right now, it's because Ella gotten herself fucking Doctor Who'd somewhere, and I was summoned by a magical VHS tape in the fucking ground from 4 fucking decades in the past. Welcome to being friends with Ella Grant, people. It's not as luxurious as it seems. Now, if you don't know me, and I'm pretty sure you fucking don't, my name's Aurora, also known as Mystic here on YouTube, with the S as a 2 and the I as a 1, because I just can't seem to get out of the late 80s to early 2000s, can I? Hi, sup, welcome. So since Ella's stuck in the past and I can't seem to get out of the past, I'll make this a recurring theme for this video and tell you all a story. A story that isn't quite older than 4 years at this moment. Today I'll be telling the tale of Gamergate. And not just a tale, a retrospective. And not just a retrospective, a reflection. A reflection how we're still seeing bits and pieces, echoes of Gamergate, even in the day and age of 2018. And of course, all good stories begin with an epilogue. The year is 2014. Tensions are already high between SJWs and the members of 4chan due to the earlier raid of 4chan and Tumblr earlier that year. It was a beautiful, beautiful shit show. This becomes the catalyst of the other not-so-beautiful shit show that was proceeding to happen later in the year. Now, before we begin this story, we must discuss our characters, the kings of the round table, the warring nations that will be head-to-head for the remainder of this tale. Now, on one hand, you have the gaming community, arbiters of ethics and the voice towards reform in game journalism. On the other hand, we have the arbiter of chaos, Pole, the warring nation that keeps stoking the fire, the SJWs. Last and certainly least, Brianna Wu and Nita Sarkeesian, and then the two that started it all, Aaron Joni and Zoe Quinn. let's start the chapter. Also, if I will insufferably keep making book puns, I will enter in this author's note that some information may be omitted or skimmed over due to time restraints. We don't want to be here for an hour, do we? I don't either. The fan's off and I'm sweating my non-existent balls off. Anyway, let's start this bitch, shall we? On the fateful day of August 16th, Aaron publishes his expose. The shoshy expose. The expose then details how his then girlfriend, Zoe Quinn, cheats on him with a couple gaming journalists in order to get her game Depression Quest good reviews. Tea, bitch. Tea. Now this tea, honey, has picked up a name that I actually quite fondly enjoy, and it is titled The Quinspiracy. Now it's called The Quinspiracy because even though the claim came out that she was trying to sleep with other journalists to get a good review, comes with no backing. Why? There are no articles seeming to be about Depression Quest. So where do these claims come from? Did they happen, but did it not go through? Or was it something Aaron made up to get back at her? Now these facts are fucking flimsy and no one quite knows the truth even up to this day other than our main two players. But finding facts aside, this still sparked an insane controversy, especially in the gaming community. Because who knows if other female game developers are fucking journalists to get good reviews? Can they trust reviews anymore? And when there's controversy, there's YouTube videos. One most notably published by the Man of the Week, currently Mundane Matt, which, as we all know, subsequently got taken down by Quinn, thus sparking his current fame, thus leading us to where he is today. And we all know how that's going. Even when discussing the past, I still have to bring up trending topics. Because that's how the commentator do. These moves heralding the SJW's tactic of censoring their distractors and just getting rid of them. And this, of course, sparking more outrage, criticism, claims, discussions, arguments. This was the air of mid-August. Now to any normie, oh my god, I can't believe I just said that unironically, but anyway, any normie that doesn't have a shark's nose can't quite sense the difference in this event. They probably think it's common discourse on YouTube, which partially credit to them is kind of true. But to Paul, this is blood in the water, and it's a perfect time to start shenanigans. Now at this point, Brianna Wu and Anita Sarkeesian have both been very vocal women, mentioning how they're getting harassed when it's actually criticism and mo women in video games, while both of them simultaneously shoehorning in their Patreon cause I'm scared, my PTSD, I'm triggered. Now since they're doing this, they're fueling the fire for Pole and the more radical side of 4chan to start doing what Pole and 4chan knows how to do best. Internet sleuthing. They dox Brianna Wu, they dox Anita Sarkeesian, thus giving them more ammunitions to be like, look, they're misogynists and neo-Nazis somehow. Look at how bad they are, give us money. Whilst giving the gamers who actually want change a bad name, grouping them together with Pole. Thus, of course, beginning the anti-gamer backlash. And the call for the end of those pesky gamers. Members of this community, like Sargon of Akkad and Chris Reagan, ultimately saying what every sensible person in this argument was thinking. No, we just don't want our games to be thought of as evil. Also criticizing Anita Sarkeesian's more radical views on females in video games and her obviously plastering the word misogyny everywhere she goes. Then September 5th rolls around and Zoe Quinn pops back up again with IRC screenshots in tow, claiming that Gamergate, the entirety of Gamergate, all this was just a ploy and a calculated attack by 4chan to harass women in gaming and gaming journalists. Okay, Then, of course, a day later, those screenshots were read over again in full, and of course, it was found out that they were taken out of context, and Zoe's Quinn's just reaching. And then from there, our story becomes a fucking blur. More things happen. There's an AMA with Julian Assange. Fucking somewhere down the line, Pizzagate starts. I don't know. This shit continues. This story never ends. And then it brings us to today. I told you somewhere along the line, we're gonna get to today. Battlefield 5. The trailer's announced. Whammon. Discourse about the historical accuracy of women partaking in World War II starts something up that is similar and akin towards the previous discussion of Gamergate. The topic of why can't women be in gaming rises up again, but it is a battle unlike the war. It is just an aftershock of the massive earthquake. SJW's arguing why can't there be a female character in a video game? The other side going historical accuracy. Gamergate might have died down, but my friend, no, it has not gone away. The moral of the story is, children, we will never escape Gamergate. It is the hemorrhoid pain in the ass we will never be able to get rid of. And sadly, that's just how it is. We will forever be at war. Gamers, SJWs, with Paul pulling the strings at the top. If you believe that story, of course. Thank you for reviewing history with me. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments. I will probably be checking the section every single fucking day for the next probably 3 months. And thank you to the time-traveling Miss Ella for letting me guest on her channel. She'll be back from the 70s soon enough. Seriously, the shit that bitch gets into is astounding.